So far in the course, we've created a WordPress website, we've learned how to add some public pages and a navigation menu, and we've chosen a theme that will control the design of our website. Next, we're going to transform it into a proper e-commerce website so that people can actually make purchases online. First of all, I'll show you how to set up WooCommerce itself, which will mean that it's a public store. And then in future lessons within this course, I will show you how to add a private wholesale area, or indeed to make your entire store private so that only wholesale users can access it. Now, first of all, we need to go into the WordPress admin for our website and then go to plugins, add new. And we're going to install WooCommerce itself. So we type WooCommerce and search for that, and here it is, WooCommerce by Automatic. You can't miss it, it's the one with over 5 million installs, it's that popular. So we click activate and that has activated it. When you install WooCommerce for the first time, the setup wizard will open so that you can quickly add all the essential information for your overall store. So enter the information that it asks for on the screen and then click continue. Choose your industry, whichever that may be, and then decide what you're going to be selling. So the most obvious option is probably for a wholesale store to sell physical products which will be posted to the customer, but you might be selling virtual or downloadable products as well. And they're also using this opportunity to upsell you some other WooCommerce extensions such as subscriptions or memberships. So only tick those if you actually need them because they're chargeable. But you'll probably want physical products for the purposes of this course. You can select how many products you're likely to have, whether you sell elsewhere, and these will all add extra extensions. So if you want these extra features, then by all means enable them. We've already got a theme, so we can go to the bottom and skip the page where it asks us to install a theme. And if you want the features that you get from Jetpack and WooCommerce shipping and tax, then you can. But I would say that WooCommerce itself has most of the shipping and tax settings that you're likely to need. Once you finish the setup wizard, it will go to a finish setup section, which you can access at any time under WooCommerce Home. So it wants us to set up products and payments, tax, shipping, and personalize our store. So I'll go through these ones first and then we'll add some products. So to set up payments, you'll probably want to have PayPal because everybody accepts it. And when we set up the wholesale area later, you'll be able to have different payment methods for different user roles. So let's say you're having a public shop and a wholesale shop. Perhaps you want PayPal in your public shop, but not your wholesale shop. For now, add all the payment gateways that you're going to have, regardless of the user role, and I'll show you how to restrict those later. So click Setup for whichever ones you want to set up, and I'll just do cash on delivery for now, just to keep it simple. Once we've done that, we go back to WooCommerce Home, and you see it's tick Setup Payments. Let's do tax now. If you want to do tax, this is all built into WooCommerce itself. So you would simply add a tax rate for your country. So let's say you're in GB, you might want a tax rate of 20%, and then that will charge it on everything. And you can choose whether or not to charge it on shipping or just for your products. The tax settings in WooCommerce are a lot more advanced than that. So if you want more fine-grained control, then refer to the official documentation at woocommerce.com. But we'll keep it simple for now. Now we'll do shipping. Again, as with payments, you will be able to have different shipping options for different user roles. So you might want to offer free shipping for your public users, but not wholesale, for example. So let's add a shipping cost of 10 for everybody for now. That's just for my base country. And you can also choose a different shipping cost for the rest of the world. Again, the WooCommerce shipping options are much more sophisticated than this. So if you want more fine-grained control, use the documentation and you can basically do whatever you want. It's pretty advanced. And we'll go back to WooCommerce Home, personalize my store. Let's import some sample products. That will save us adding them manually. So now it's imported some sample products. I'll have a little look at them under products here. So here we've got a nice collection of products which will save us a lot of time. For you to add your own products though, you're going to have to do that either manually or you can import them, and you should refer to the WooCommerce documentation for the different options for importing products, for example from a spreadsheet. So to add them manually, we'll go to products, add new, and you add the product name there, description, and so on. You can select a category. These categories were created for me at the point that I imported the products a minute ago. And the other important section is the product data. So again, there's tons of options here, and we're just going to keep it simple for now. But for a product that doesn't have any options, so it just is as it comes, then you can enter a price here. If the product does have different options, then what you need to do is add it as a variable product. To create a variable product, you will go to attributes, and you can probably the best way to create attributes is globally under products attributes, because that allows you to save time in setting them up. So let's say you're selling clothing and you want to add the sizes globally and then just select them for each product. So it would be better for you to add the sizes under products attributes and then select them here instead of creating them directly on this page, which is less useful in a global sense. And once you've done the attributes, you go to the variations tab, and you can then, for each attribute or each combination of attributes, you create a variation. So let's say you've got two attributes, one for colour, one for size, and each of them have got different sizes and colours. You would then create a variation for every possible combination and set a price for it. So go through all that and add your products. You might want to add a short description about each product as well as the long description, and you might want to add one or more images in the right hand side here. So there's lots of useful information that you can add about your products. So that is how you set up WooCommerce itself, and let's add some pages to the menu then so that we can then see what that looks like in the front end. I'm going to appearance menus, and you can see WooCommerce has created some pages here. So I'm going to add the shop page to my menu. This is going to be the public shop because we have not installed a wholesale plugin yet. We're just setting up the overall e-commerce features for now. So that's my shop, and let's save the menu and go to the home page. So that's because I was testing something different earlier. So I'm just going to refresh my page to get rid of that. So my home page at the moment is still not a lot, but what we need to do is to click on the shop page. This is the shop page that comes with the storefront theme, and it's got all my products on it. If I wanted to, I could add some categories to the menu, so I'll show you how to do that as well. So we'll go product categories, and let's add a couple of categories. And what I can do is indent them under my menu. So let's say this is my public shop. When I install the wholesale plugin later, this link will actually be hidden because we will have separate menu links for the wholesale area, and I'll show you how to do that later on in the course. So for now, all of these links are for the public shop. I'll save that, and you can see that the way I've indented them shows them as drop downs in the menu. So now we have a drop down under shop and a drop down under clothing, and if I click on one, it will just take me to a category page for that category only. When we do the wholesale store, I'll give you a choice of either having the products displayed in this layout or in a more wholesale friendly order form. So this might be what your wholesale area looks like, but not necessarily. So now we've learned how to set up our public shop, the next step is to install a wholesale plugin to create the hidden wholesale area.